friends, it's Christy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a haul video for you guys. I recently placed two different orders from Butterfly Reflections Inc., which is my friend Vanessa Middleton's shop. So I wanted to share the products that I got with you before I reorganize and repackage them and start to play. So I'm going to set these off to the side and go through things one by one. Alright, so the first thing that I got was this set from Hello Bluebird called Tabitha. And I know that might seem kind of weird because it's the middle of June right now. We're heading into July, and this is clearly a Halloween set. I've passed on this set in the past because I don't really make Halloween cards, but I have seen a lot of people use this little girl for other kind of cards, and they just erase the little broom handle and replace it with maybe a balloon string or something like that. And I thought that was super cute, and I love just the way that she's drawn with her little messy pigtails. I think she's super adorable. And of course she's got her cute little kitty. Also, the other three little kitties can be used any time of year. I don't really have any Hello Bluebird kitties this size, so I thought that was really nice to have. And the pumpkins I can use anytime in the fall, the candlestick, and of course the books can be used all year round. So I was really excited to pick that up after I saw like the new possibilities that I could use it for. And I did get the matching dies, of course, to make it nice and easy. That was the only stamp set I got in the first order, but I got a ton of paper pads. The next item is the Summer Market Collection by Cartabella. This one is so bright and summery. I have already used this because I did get this order a couple weeks ago, but I just never got around to doing the haul. But it's got lots of fresh summery colors and fruits. It's got some strawberries and lemons and florals and campers and bicycles. So I ended up using this one on this card here, using the Hello Bluebird Strawberry Jam set, which I adore. So I had a lot of fun creating this card and using one of those strawberry prints for the pattern paper in the background. I just thought it went so well with this set. And I can put a link to this video up in the cards in case you haven't had a chance to catch it. The next pattern paper that I got is the Flora number 3, also from Cartabella. I love these Flora series. They're just so pretty. I think I've bought all of them, or did I skip number 2? I think I maybe only got number 1 and now number 3, but this one has really soft, pretty florals, kind of like brush strokey prints, almost like a watercolor vibe. Look how gorgeous that is. It's very feminine and a little bit on the elegant side. So not every pattern is probably going to get used, but I did use one of them on this card here. Using the Hello Bluebird Picked For You stamp set. There's only a subtle bit of that around the outside edge, but I thought it really tied into the pattern that I did on her skirt. I did that with Copic markers. That was my very first attempt doing a printed material, and I loved how it turned out, so I really wanted to add something along the edges to tie that in. And again, I can put a link up in the cards if you didn't get a chance to check out this video. But often what I'll do with these when I have extra is I cut these down into bookmarks. So I have a mug in my room and I just keep it full of scrap paper. And often when I get like a library book, I'll just leave it tucked inside so that the next person kind of gets a little treat with a pretty pattern paper bookmark. So the next one that I got is the Simple Stories Summer Farmhouse, and this is probably the one I was most excited about. My very first Simple Stories pad, which made me fall in love with the company, was a very similar color palette, and it was also a summer pad. It used to be the 6x6 size, which I much prefer, but I just thought that was so cool that this was kind of a nod to that with the red plaid and the denim and the pops of yellow and aqua. And there's also some pink in there. So I had to get that. Look how gorgeous that plaid is. So pretty and so summery. Got some honeycomb and some pineapples, watermelon. That's a gorgeous floral. Some lemons, cherries and stripes. So there's lots. Oh, I love that. That is so pretty. Super excited about this one. I can't wait to use this on some summery cards. So there's that one. And then I also got the Simple Stories Magical Birthday. I always need pattern papers for birthdays because the cards I make the most are for birthdays. So anytime there's like a new one that's got some really pretty colors in it, I'm going to gravitate towards that. This one is super fun too. It's got a really girly vibe with the purple and the aqua and the pink, and then there's a little touch of yellow and green in there as well. Super cute. And then, not to get too girly here, I also got the boy version, the Birthday Blast, again from Simple Stories. So this one is definitely more primary colors, a lot of similar patterns, but definitely the boyish color palette. So that one is super fun. And then I got a couple of tools. I picked up a new Lawn Fawn glue tube. My old one had gotten clogged and I tried to squeeze some glue out and I couldn't find a pin, so I just used too much pressure and it went everywhere all over my desk. So I didn't have one of these for a little while, but I ended up picking another one up in this order because I do like the nozzle. So I'll just have to be more careful about leaving a pin or an unbent paper clip nearby for unclogging. I also got this picket fence stamp scrubber. So I'm going to open this up because I haven't yet. Let's see. Wet the stamp scrubber before use. It will expand when wet. Use it to remove your ink from stamps. The scrubber's unique texture will clean even the most intricate stamp. So that's the reason I got this. I usually use the Lawn Fawn stamp chamois, which I do love, but it is just like a flat, mine's all dried out right now. I have to get it wet because I'm about to film after this, but once you get it wet, it's all nice and soft, and mine is just stained from so much use. But normally it was a pretty aqua, but it is a smooth texture, and this one has that rougher texture. And sometimes if you've got really detailed images and you use a stickier ink like VersaFine Onyx Black or something like that, it's really hard to get all of the ink out from between the lines. So when I saw this, I just thought with the texture, it might help to, you know, get in those lines and really like deep clean your stamps. So I plan to just wet this and keep it in. I have one of those little salt wells. This is how I keep my stamp chamois. So I just go and wet it in the bathroom next to my craft room when I'm ready to use it, and then I just leave it in there, and it usually will stay wet for about 24 hours, sometimes even a little bit longer depending how hot it is here. So I'll probably just keep this in there as well. There's room for both and I can easily get to either one. So that's probably how I will store it, just in case you are curious. And then the last thing I got from my first order was the Waffle Flower Mini Media Mat. So I am excited to try this out. The reason that I decided to try this is that I've heard that when you put your paper inside, like, it doesn't move. So it comes packaged in this little pouch that you can keep it in, and it's got like a little sliding zip closure. And I'll just take it out there. It is a silicone mat, and it's supposed to be non-slip. So you can just put this on your work surface, and I've just got a piece of cardstock here, and from what I heard, like you can put your paper down and it'll kind of stay there, and then you can ink blend and you don't have to hold it in place. So a lot of times if I'm doing like a whole panel, you have to hold it down with your fingers on the tonic mat that's slippery. And so then your fingers get all inky, and oftentimes it'll leave marks where your fingers were. So, you know, you have to go back and forth, and then you have to hold it somewhere else, and it's like a never-ending process. So what I heard for this is that you can set it down and you can ink blend and it'll just stay there, so you don't have to hold it down, which is awesome. Also, I've heard that you can do some mirror stamping on this. And I actually saw a video where Waffle Flower did this on their channel, mirror stamping, by stamping directly onto this and then lifting it off with the cardstock. So I thought that was really cool too. So I'm really excited to try this out. They do have a bigger one, but I have a small space, and I like things to be so organized. I don't like clutter. And I don't like big tools because I don't have any place to store them. So I thought the mini was going to be the perfect size for me. It easily fits a card front, and that's usually all I ever work on. So I think this is going to be perfect for me. I'm super excited to try this out. Alright, so that was my first haul. My second haul was much smaller, but in keeping with that mixed media mat, I did pick up the new Distress ink. This is called Speckle Egg. This is the brand new one that was just released. So I'm really excited to have this one because from what I can tell, this is my favorite color. This is the color, at least from the lid, like this is the exact color of the walls of my craft room. So I am in love with this kind of like grayed out aqua, like just the slightest bit of gray in it. Yeah, that is so pretty. So I'm really excited to try this. The corners kind of come up a little bit, but I think that'll be okay. I'm really excited to try this out and see how it compares to tumbled glass, which is definitely my most used ink pad so far of the Distress Oxides. Because I love that aqua, but I'm really curious to see how this works and use this for some cloudy sky backgrounds. So that'll be fun. The only stamp set that I picked up from the most recent order was the MFT, where is it? This one's by Stacy Yackel. I think it's up on the, there it is. Hooray Kind of Day. It was just up there on the black, so I couldn't see it. I thought this one was so cute, and I have been getting a lot of requests for using Stacy Yackel on my channel. And I apologize if I'm saying her name wrong. I have always said Stacy Yackel, and then I heard someone else say Stacy Yakula, and then I heard someone else say Stacy Yackel again. So I don't know which way it is, and I apologize, but anyway, her images are adorable, and I've had a lot of requests for using her on my channel, and it's been a really long time. I did use her on a Christmas card, but I think it was at least 2 years ago. It had owls in it. So I'm excited to play with this one. I think it's super adorable. I love this little fox pulling the wagon. And I love that it's really versatile. So this is clearly like a birthday or celebration set. You know, by the bear carrying the banner and the little hedgie with the balloon. But the fox and the wagon, I mean, he's got flowers in it. That could be for anything. And also even the little bunny just cheering or being happy, and the little snail with the flower in his mouth, that could be used for every day as well. So I definitely think this could be an any occasion kind of stamp set where you get a lot of bang for your buck with this one. So I picked that up along with the matching dies. And then the last three things that I got from this order from Butterfly Reflections Inc. were the 3 new paper pads from My Favorite Things. So, oh, sorry, I forgot to open them. Let me just pause real quick. Alright, so I got the summertime polka dots. So this one is just polka dots in an assortment of rainbow and pastel colors. So pretty, and this is going to be working so well with the other two that I got. They don't really have any tone-on-tone or white-on colored polka dots, so that'll be really nice to play with them. I got the Positively Peppy, which is probably my favorite one. I don't know. I love them all. Maybe not. They're all so pretty. I love these color palettes with the bold colors and then the couple little pastels mixed in with the aqua blue and the pink. Really, really fun for summer. And then also the Fun in the Sun. I don't know, maybe this one's my favorite because I do love this floral. Really pretty, and that is gorgeous. I love that coral tone. And the polka dots are kind of like pinkish. Super fun. Yeah, this is gorgeous. So anyway, that is all that I purchased for the month of June. So there's quite a lot of stuff there, especially with the paper pads. I kind of went paper pad crazy, but I was really in the market for some new ones. I had been like stalking the market waiting for new paper pads to come out for summer, and I just wasn't seeing anything for the longest time. And so when all of these started releasing, I kind of just jumped on it. So that is everything, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you're most excited about, and maybe I can get to that sooner rather than later. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.